To my kitchen. Here's Vanessa, Veni Vidi Coxie Kitchen, Gingerbread Cottage, Victoria, British Columbia. Today I'm going to make some salsa. I just got a whole bunch of peppers. I really just take what I have. I bought a whole bunch. They were a good price. So I have a couple of onions here. I started already making these small here. Here are more. Here's a whole head of garlic peeled. Here are some Italian herbs that I make with Italian spices and hot pepper flakes. There's rosemary, basil, oregano, a little bit of thyme in here, and a little bit of salt as well. Usually in the summer, when there's a good tomato season, or I have a lot of tomatoes, I use tomatoes. But when I don't, I take some of my own tomato sauce that I can't, and just use that instead. So I'm going to chop everything up and then we'll come back. I'm going to make it very easy for myself. Just wanted to show you. This is a Starfrit. I don't do advertising for them, just in case you want to get it. It's hand operated, so I'll just put big chunks in there. This is about the size I want. That's perfect. Throw it in my thing. It's not as nice as if you hand cut them, but it's okay. So I'm going to do the whole thing and then I'm going to come back to you. Again, here is the whole bowl full with different peppers, green, red and yellow, and 2 large onions and a whole head of garlic, everything chopped. And I'm heating up my creuset pan, very nice heavy bottom pan, and it's hot already. So you heat it up first and then you put some olive oil in. And I'm very generous with my extra virgin olive oil. And then we'll put this in here. And we'll cook it on medium heat until al dente. You don't want to cook it until it's mushy, because it's going to be pressure canned. So there's more heat applied through the pressure canning, and so you don't want to have that. So here we go. Do this. Beautiful. And I found some frozen basil. I put that in too, and a little bit of oregano I found too. It's right here, frozen. In the summer I would make it with, I mean, you can vary the recipe. Classic one is to put cilantro in, but you don't have to. So I rather put my Italian herb in quite a bit, and has some heat to it. You can see the little flecks in there, hot pepper flakes. And the other thing I'm going to put in is here some Himalaya sea salt, about that much, a little more, and some peppercorns, some roughly ground, coarsely ground black pepper. So we'll see how this does. And I just let it heat through, and then I add my tomato sauce to it. You can also do it with fresh tomatoes, whatever you want. It always tastes good. Salsa always tastes good. You can put it on pizzas, you can use it for crackers or tacos or whatever you want. Or you can spice up a dinner with it, like chicken breast. Cook it up in olive oil, add some salsa to it, top it with some cheese. Wonderful. So I'll be back. Cook long, maybe 10 minutes. And I think this is enough, because it will still cook in the pressure cooker, and you don't want to have a mush really. So now I'm adding the whole thing of tomato sauce to it, which is about 1/4 for this amount, but just use your own judgment. There's really nothing you can do wrong here. and spice it as you like. Use cilantro or parsley, hot peppers. You can make it really hot or less hot. You can also put some chilies in. I think I'm gonna be bold today, and I'm going to add a little more of my hot Thai chili mixture and a little more. I like my salsa really hot, so it's amazing. This here, by the way, I dry the chilies and then I take the greens off the top. Don't even take anything out of the inside. Put it through the coffee grinder, and that's my hot pepper stuff. Yeah. So here you go, and that's it. I'm gonna turn it off, put a lid on, and leave it like that. To sanitize, and I can turn them off now. And right over here I have my salsa, and I'm gonna fill it into these jars. So nice consistency, really like it. But as you see, I'm not filling them more than that, because they will bubble up when they processed in the processor, and then they will expand and spill over if they're too full. So a little bit here. I will continue to fill all these jars, and then I'll come back. It's my pressure canner. I put all the jars in. I have about 7 jars, and the water is coming up a little bit under the neck. And then, as you can see, here's a little lip that goes in the front and has to line up with this one here. So go like this. There are a couple of things here that align, and you turn it on high, and here you can see the gauge. It's on 0 now. When it starts to boil, after a while, this will come up. And when this flips up, then you take your weight and you put it on the back to stop the water from evaporating. And then the gauge will go up to 15. And when it's at 15, I shut the heat off, and I just let it sit and cool down. So see you in a while. See, our pot is boiling quite nicely. I put the weight on the top. This one here popped up, and the pressure is building up. And we wait until the pressure is at 15. Do not touch the pot. Leave it, because if you try and open it, it will blow up in your face, and there are very bad injuries. So do not touch the pot. The pressure will go down by itself as the mixture cools, as the water cools. Okay? Thank you.